Well, what arises for me in hearing you speak is we have moments of really deep revelation when you drowned, or on the cushion, or anywhere. Moments when we see into the true nature of things, of what we are, what everything is. And of course, the mind's tendency is to reconstitute, is to kind of pull things back into this old, familiar way of knowing. But let's start here. What you realized, that all things are one and everything is actually perfect as it is, can you say that realization, the knowing of it, right? Not just the memory of it, but the knowing of it, that there is none of that at all with you now?
I can't say that.
So here's my suggestion then. What happens when you just, without grasping it or trying to duplicate an old experience at all, but just what you just said to me, oh, it's not actually completely absent. It hasn't disappeared. What if you just turn your attention to it? Just turn your attention to it without grasping it. Just that knowledge. It's not true that it's gone. It's here. Maybe you're not being blown away by the realization, but it's here. My experience was when I started to accept the gift that was here, in whatever form, and stopped waiting for a bigger experience, or to be repeated, or anything I was waiting for, and I started to take the gift that was actually here, it brought me out of denial, this sort of subtle denial that what I realized is gone. That's a denial. Because every time you look really close, you realize it's not actually gone. What if I give my attention to what's not actually gone?
Like experience this miracle right now.
You can experience the same miracle right now. Right? And because that's the step. The next step. And it's very common. You hear it in spiritual circles, you hear it in Zen circles, you see it here, everywhere. I've had this amazing experience, and how do I hold on to it, or how do I have it again? And it's, of course, a legitimate question or concern, but there's often a misunderstanding of the next thing. As I like to say, how many first kisses do we really need? That first big opening, it's like a first kiss, right? Mm-hmm. And it's just like a lover. A true lover knows that as wonderful as a good first kiss can be, a true lover knows that's not the fullness of love. It's the beauty of the first wonderful kiss. Mm-hmm. So you had the beauty of the first kiss of reality. But just like true love is not defined by that kiss, the deeper reality is not defined by the spiritual first kiss. And when we stop trying to reproduce that first kiss, and we turn our attention to what is here, what about that is always here? Because that's the truth. What doesn't come and what doesn't go. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Which really simplifies matters, because then you look and you go, if it's gone, it's not relevant to me in terms of ultimate reality. Mm-hmm. Ultimate reality is what didn't go. Mm-hmm. You see the shift of focus? Right. Yes. It's very easy for mind to go, gosh, I'd really love to have what I had, and it went, and da-da-da-da. Yes, but if it went, it's not what this is about. What remains? And that's quieter, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, what remains? What haven't I lost?
Mm-hmm. Doesn't have a lot of charge on it anymore. Yes.
Right. And you find by just touching into what hasn't been lost, taking it as it comes, it's an act of humility, isn't it? Right? To take what's still here, to take what is given, not asking for more or different or better. Taste that what you knew is still here. and then it grows.
Yes, I see.
Isn't it?
Right.
Because you, just like me, I'm not sitting in a perpetual state of being blown away by the oneness of all things. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's the first kiss, and, an occasional second kiss or whatever. But that's not the state that one lives in. Because when you start to realize what's always here, it is extraordinary, but it's extraordinary in an ordinary way. It's like this, even the ordinary, this is the one. This is the marvelous Buddha nature. This is it. Also.
And don't resist it.
And don't resist it.
Right.
Yeah. And then this, it's more subtle, right? It's a more subtle state of consciousness.
Yes.
We have to be hit over the head usually at first. Like, wham, mind-blowing experience just to get your attention. Right? And then after that, it's like, okay, now are you going to give your attention?
I see.
You see what I mean? And we can spend years or decades waiting to be beaten over the head again with an insight, when actually the intelligence of the way this works is kind of saying, don't wait to be beat over the head. It's already given.
So the first is just a gift, freely given.
Total gift.
And then afterwards, we just have to glance at it to kind of keep it warm.
Yes, that's right. That's the glance right now. That's why I say just the taste of it,
right?
The feel of it. It may not be the fullness of the realization, but the taste of it right now. If that's the next thing, if there's a doing, that's the thing, and the rest starts to take care of itself. You'd be amazed.
Okay.
And let me know how it goes.
Thank you.
Nice to talk with you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. I struggled with the same thing. I think most people do. They struggle with the same thing, especially when we have these really powerful experiences, Until I heard one day, what doesn't come, what doesn't go? What is that? And I started to have to look closely. Yeah. Why? I can either be obsessed with what I think I lost, or I can get on with acknowledging what I haven't lost. But if to do that, I'm going to have to get out of my little tantrum baby mode, right? And my spiritual seeker mode that keeps denying everything that's been seen, and switch over to this place of, it's more humbling, is to acknowledge what is given, to acknowledge that what was seen is still seen, although you may not be blown away by it. And doing that, it sort of grows. It's like a fire you're just blowing on. And it grows, and it grows. And it becomes just what is.